Hello.
Hey, Jane. There's two of you.
Yeah, I don't know why. Can we kick one out?
Oh, I think you probably joined. Did you rejoin?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Let me fix my lighting.
Do you know when Max is gonna be back? It's
Yeah,
been
no
two.
idea. I thought he would be back by now.
Yeah.
I think he said end of May, but I don't know.
Are you gonna do headlamp plugin demo?
Oh yeah, yeah. The resays conflict. I can start it. So we have it. I need to figure out how to share my screen. Give me a second. Where's share? Share. Yeah, so let me go back to the beginning. Yeah, I made this last Friday. Turned out pretty well. I there was zero code written from me, all wipe coded. Have you tried this, Jay?
No, not yet.
Okay, so you basically go to plugin catalog, you install headlamp application. This is a desktop application, but I think it can also be on the hosted inside the cluster too. I don't know if it supports it yet. I think I need to create an image
Hmm.
for Gatekeeper, but yeah, it needs to be non-official because I added as an out of tree plugin. So you basically click on it and then you click on install in here. It's yeah, it's already installed. So
Oh, okay.
and then I think and then you go to a cluster, like I have a kind cluster in here. And
Sorry.
yeah,
It
go ahead.
looks at your kube config and automatically installs like whatever it needs to from UI to your clusters.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You like headlamp just looks at the kube config, and that's how it connects to the clusters.
Okay.
So it can also look at like things like the I don't know, any other resources in the cluster.
Hmm.
This is just a kind cluster with just Git and a bunch of constraints. Yeah.
Do
So
they have CLI? Sorry, I'm sorry.
go ahead. Yeah, no, go ahead.
Do they have a CLI?
Headlamp, I don't know. Like a text UI sort of switch.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't think so, but I think they have like a in cluster component, so you can see it with a in like hosted in the cluster, and then you can go to the website instead of like having it embedded in the app.
But um, they have a VS Code extension as well.
Oh yeah, could be, yeah, yeah. That would be, yeah, that's a good idea actually. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no worries. Yeah, so this basically just shows the constraint templates. And then I added a filter in here, and then you can go to one of them. It basically provides more details. Um, and then same thing for like the constraints.
Hmm.
It can show like the which constraints of like the enforcement actions and whatnot, and then you can say, hey, I only want to deny, and as you can see those ones. And then for these ones, you can also see like the specific violations for given a constraint. Um, and then there's a violations view. And then this, I need to add pagination to this one, but so same idea. You can basically do like, hey, I only want to see the right run ones.
Hmm.
And say, hey, I only want to look at the, I guess this, I mean, I think it's all pods, so yeah. And then say, I only want to look at that one and whatnot. And then this one was great. It really worked really well. So gatekeeper library one. So you basically kind of select any of them. This one is pagination. Say, and then you can do like, say, I only want like the pod security policies, and then you can go to whatever, right? And then it tells you the constraint template definition. And then you have the constraint, and you can edit it. You can do whatever. Obviously, you can't edit this one, but you can edit the constraint that whatever applies to you. And then you do preview, and then that previews whatever. And then you say apply, and then both of them gets applied. And then
Oh
say
wow.
if you want to do like a say apply to a different kind, you basically do the same thing, and then you generate, and then you apply again. Oh, I thought this was fixed. Weird. Because I didn't change this one. So two, whatever, right? Because this constraint exists. So I generate again, and then you do it, and then it applied because the constraint already existed. So it just applies the constraint. Sorry, constraint template already existed, so it just applies the constraint. And if you go
So
to
the command that's been running is create, right? Like in
yeah,
underneath.
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
And then you have both of them, and with this one has service, and then this one has pod. So yeah, you can have that those ones.
Hmm.
And then if you're gonna go to like say, I guess I didn't have match kinds in here. I don't know if we're gonna get a violation from that one. Let's see, constraint. Yeah, I guess we don't have a violation for that one, so I can't show you that one. Or the gatekeeper didn't, the audit didn't kick in. Yeah,
This is pretty
I thought that was pretty cool. I'm gonna add mutation and a few other stuff. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I wonder like how we can uh, get some feedback from users, like presenting this, and if they, if this can be a community-driven thing where they can drive like improvements to UI and other enhancements and whatnot.
Yeah, it's right now it's on my repo. We can move it to the OPA org if it makes sense. Maybe when Rita is here, we can discuss that.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
because this
it's
definitely
published
feels
already.
like a need, like a problem that user has, and this feels like it's solving it.
Yeah, I like the gatekeeper library aspects of it mostly because I think just we don't really have that currently.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the website, but there's a lot of copy pasting. This one basically kind of automates that sort of stuff. Yeah, and then this can be added mutation too. Right now it's just that. And then the other
Yeah.
thing that we don't have in the website is basically like bucketing these pod security policies to why didn't this one work? General, weird.
So
Yeah, bucketing
how
these for like specific pod security admission stuff. That
how does the list come here? Is it automated, or do we have to kind of manually build
oh, this
them?
is all grabbed from GitHub.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
everything is auto generated. Yeah, there's no yeah, this basically just looks at the gatekeeper library in GitHub and just grabs everything under there. Yeah, I've added zero things to this like manually. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
That's
Same
pretty
thing
cool.
for like the constraints. It's just automatically. Let's look at the if we have. I guess not. Oh no, this was it this one that I just added PSP. Oh no, I think the other one. Another one. Yeah, yeah, the host namespace. Yeah. Yeah, and I think it will also work for cell. I don't have any cell policies, but I think it should work for cell because it's just constraint templates and um,
I mean,
constraints.
oh, okay. Yeah, there should be already some. I think App Armor is one where we already have cell code
Oh,
indicators.
we do. Let's test that one then. But I don't think I have any violations for that one. Probably. It's the yeah case native validation. I think I have the latest gatekeeper, but I guess it will use cell, not web generation, but it will use cell probably.
Yeah.
Do we differentiate this one?
Between
Like, do we say anything specific for, or
violation.
has rego, or maybe I can add the has cell sort of thing.
Hmm. Why does it say has rego and it's why does it say no?
I'm guessing it's using the cell one. Let's see this one has rego. Yes.
But the okay, so the this PSP host namespace it still has the rego code. So how does the UI decide that whether or not it has rego or not?
Oh, good question. Let me see. Constraint template. I'm looking at the. Oh, it says the wrong cluster. Um,
And you said the whole UI and everything was built vibe coding. That's
yeah,
pretty
it
cool.
did. Yeah, I've done that. I changed like there was like another text in here. That's the only thing that I changed. Like just some hard coded text. Constraint template. Which one was it? App armor one, right?
Uh, I think it was PSP host namespaces. The one that said has rego no.
I think that's app armor that we just installed that one.
Yeah, yeah, we installed that one. So,
Yeah,
but the policy that we were looking at it was named K8s PSP
yeah.
host.
I'm looking at the
Both
code.
of them has cell, so that's gonna be fine.
Oh yeah, it does. We keep it. Yeah, I have no idea why it has that one. Yeah, that's a yeah good one to look at. I'll create an issue for that one. Let me look at the other one. Complete template. Host namespace. Let's see. YAML. Oh yeah, that one also has it. Yeah, no idea why it's doing that one. Yeah, it should be the same thing. Yeah, that's good feedback. Yeah, this one has no, and then oh, this one has no too.
Yeah,
Okay, I see. So
one
say
with
like
the cells
this
have.
one probably has just Rego. Yeah, I think this one is basically like, does it have? Oh, okay. I think it's just looking at this Rego field. Our old legacy Rego field.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I think it's just looking at that. It doesn't understand obviously that's yeah. Yeah. So I think it would be like a good one that's like has Rego and has cell. So then you look at both of them and then you know that hey, if it has cell, it'll have preference. Yeah,
Yep.
so it's looking at like the libs field or the Rego field. And then
Yeah.
these are like newer ones that has the new code logic. So this one doesn't have the Rego field. Yeah.
So did you tell it to have
No,
this
I
kind
did not
of
tell it to
UI
anything. I
or
just
just
said create this for Gatekeeper, basically.
wow?
Some I don't think I did any work on this page, but some of them I did. Like say they told it to like, hey, create a gatekeeper library. Here's the gatekeeper library page. Focus on like the validations ones. And then yeah, here's the website. Here's the source. Yeah, and then I say for some of them like I said, hey, add filters for these things and whatnot, or like add enforcement actions. Yeah, so some of them I said it, but most of it is like it was just auto generated.
Hmm.
It basically looks at like the what constraint templates look like, and then it just says, hey, okay, this is like what I need to generate.
So was it like an iterative process where it would generate like a one chunk of code and then you would go through it and figure out what's missing and then ask it to add, or it was like a whole big prompt.
Oh no, it's you have to like go iteratively, and then you also need to make sure that you have like super good Git hygiene because it
Hmm.
otherwise it just breaks stuff, and then
Hmm.
then you can't really go back to fix it. So yeah, you need to have like super, super good Git, like everything working, you commit that. Uh,
Yeah.
and Otherwise, like some other thing might break the existing functionality, and you don't want that. Um, yeah,
How long did it take you
it
to?
did not take long. It's like a few hours basically. Yeah.
It's still impressive. Like,
Yeah, I mean, normally this something like this would take a long time. Yeah, and
yeah,
I know no, this is all I think TypeScript and React, and I know no, none of those things.
yeah. Because the other day I was using GitHub agent mode for an issue, uh, and it took me kind of like 2 3 hours. I was just trying it out,
Yeah.
but then I figured out. I mean, it the issue was pretty minor one. It was kind of no changes and fix and whatnot. So I had to kind of tell it where to make changes and whatnot. It took
Hmm.
me like 1.5 hour, and I figured if I would have done it manually, it would be like a half an hour job.
I see. Yeah, I guess I think it depends. Like some like greenfield stuff is like super easy. Like this is like net new things, right?
Yeah.
But if it's like an existing code base, depending on the code base, like Gatekeeper, I'm sure it's going to be hard for it to
Yeah.
understand and modify stuff. I haven't tried that one, but some of the like the brownfield work, like it depending on the project's complexity, it could be much easier. Um,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, but yeah,
But
brownfield is like I saw greenfield is like super good and like just creates some really good scaffolding.
yeah,
And after that, it's basically just an iterative process and like, hey, to do this. And it's basically you have like a vision and then you're basically trying to execute. Um, and then you ask the AI to just, hey, do this, do that. And then you can, as long as you can give it more like a concrete design, then it'll execute on that. But if it's like ambiguous, then it can get confused.
yeah, yeah. But like one thing I noticed that was kind of advantageous in using the AI mode was that like it picked up on a part or two where I didn't think the modifications were needed, which was kind of impressive because I had forgot about like one statement that was randomly down in one file, far from where the flag was mentioned.
Yeah.
Um, and so it just skipped my mind. But looking at the changes, diff and whatnot, I just got. I remembered that. Yeah, this was a change I made like some months ago, and this also needs to be updated while we graduate to beta,
Yeah.
and that just skipped my mind. Yeah, cool.
Do we have any other topics today? Let's see.
We don't. I was hoping to discuss one issue with Rita being here, that is added to like 320 milestone, and I mean we will need to push it anyways, but it's like running audit as soon as possible. Yeah.
Oh, do you want to yeah, ping her in Slack or Teams, and then we can talk through that one.
Where is it? Yeah, audit as soon as all policies are loaded.
Hey, have you heard from Ellen about some of the P-profs he was doing?
I have not yet. I was wondering about that, so
Yeah,
I'm
because
gonna,
I just saw that we talked about that last time.
yeah, I'm gonna ping him.
And do we have any other blockers for the release? I think Noah's
Yeah, Nova's PR is the only
Yeah.
one.
I think I approved all of the ones that,
Yeah, I'm just waiting on Rita's LGTM as well.
yeah. Oh, for the one that she commented. Yeah, that's
No, no, no. For the ones that are ready, because that's what the general norm is, right? Like we have to maintain as approval to merge a PR. I mean, you and Max both were out for so long, so I just started merging what Rita had approved of.
yeah. I think we generally say like one other person or like cross company.
Yeah. So do you think is it if it's
Yeah,
fine, then we
if
can?
she reviewed it, just like wait for her to review again, maybe. But if not, I think you can merge it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll
Like
wait.
the
Wait.
admission one, the what is it called? I forgot the name. Uh, what was the yeah,
Owner
owner
reference
per
permission.
yeah, the owner permissions, owner references permission enforcement. Wow, mouthful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wait for that one maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was a very interesting issue. Like, it took
Yeah,
me
I
a
was
while.
wondering how did you figure that one out? Like, where did you like? Where did you know about the that? Um,
So there was this specific error message which I searched through Kubernetes repo,
hmm,
basically, and then figured out that it was part of this owner reference plugin, and then I went on to documentation and then read that when this plugin is there, you basically need finalizers, otherwise it won't let you create stuff.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think I was talking to someone who faced this error, so that's why I came across that error to begin with.
And they had that plugin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go through milestone again, and just to make sure that I'm not missing anything because we are really closing in.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go through it again.
Wait a second.
I mean, let's just move stuff out from
Yeah,
um.
yeah,
If it's not if we're not waiting, we should move it out. Like documentation for maintenance letter. Like I had an issue. Let's just move that.
yeah. Uh, this one I think I'm waiting on your review.
Oh, okay. I'll add that one then.
780.
Okay. I'll take a look at that one.
Uh, this one I think we can push. Like I'm waiting on author's review, but it's fine to not edit in 320. Okay.
Yeah, and then if it comes early, it comes early. Then we merge it, which is fine.
This I think is, I mean, this we can mark it as done because we already finalized the design and everything. Uh,
Yeah. Do you want to add issue? Sorry, PR instead. Oh, he
uh,
doesn't have
we,
a PR, right?
we
Yeah.
don't have a PR. I just assigned it to Noah
Gotcha.
because he's working on a PR. Do we want to create another issue for a PR or?
Or just change the name of it. Either one is fine.
Yeah. Uh, uh, yeah, this will push.
Yeah, that
This
push. Yeah.
will push. This you are working on.
Yeah, that's an easy one. I think I just need to do a DCO.
Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah,
think
I
I.
edited it in GitHub when I was adding that. I thought GitHub edits did sign it. Maybe they don't anymore. Yeah, it's quite annoying. Because I had to do that for another repo too.
Um, the what do you mean when you say that you had GitHub signed it?
So I did do the editing GitHub thing, and then I just edited the
Oh, okay.
markdowns in GitHub. It was supposed to like do the signature too, but apparently it doesn't now. So now I have to like go to a terminal and check out my thing, and it's very annoying. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Uh,
yeah. Let me do that.
okay. Yeah, because I committed these changes on the PR3780, but I guess it's like sign off and commit suggestions, so it already signed off on my
Oh
behalf.
yeah, so I thought when you did the like the when you edit the files, I thought it would do the same thing. But I guess it doesn't, or maybe I missed something. I'm not sure.
I mean, it seems like a drop down here, so you
Yeah.
might
No,
have.
but in my case, I edited. Like it wasn't a suggestion.
Okay, okay.
It was like a edit the existing file and create a new branch.
Anyways, okay. This one we are. I pinged Rita on this one, asking if we want to move it to 321 or we want to keep it in the roadmap itself. I'll just wait for her response. I think everything else looks good.
Can you refresh? Is that the final one?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's about 2587, and okay, and then that one is approved. You're gonna merge that one. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna work on bumping cert controller net frameworks to GitHub and to Gatekeeper, and then there is one more depend about PR that I'm trying to fix right now on framework side, which is updating controller runtime, but the test that we have in Gatekeeper is kind of missing one method of that interface, which is newly introduced. So there might be one more PR for that around.
Okay, sounds good.
So that's
Can you also run the go one check
yeah,
before release?
yeah. I will. I'll do it before RC as well as
Yeah,
before.
yeah. Let's do that one, and then we can just get it in right before release, and yeah.
All right, sounds good. And I think then, like once we cut the release, let's circle back for 321 and make sure we have everything what we want in 321 already, and then add other stuff as well.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I'm going to next. I'm gonna look pick up my LLM PR again. I am thinking about adding MCP capability so it can do like external data. So we can I think we can replace the external data with that one. So I thought that would be pretty cool.
What is MCP capabilities?
MCP is basically like you can think of it like functionalities, but as like modular, like LLM's capabilities. Say teaching an LLM how to query GitHub, right? So you could bake that into your code to say like when I like ask to query GitHub, then here's call this function, right? Say and then it calls GitHub thing, right? GitHub API to call that. But basically, instead of adding that for each like application that deals with LLMs, it's kind of like making it a separate server. So then you just call when LLM, you just say, hey, here are the tools that I have, and these here are the endpoints for these. Say GitHub, go to this URL, and here is what these tools do. And then it knows that capability, so now it can call the tools to be able to do basically any of those modular actions. Right.
Mm,
So instead of hard coding it, you're basically kind of like, hey, I'm gonna push everything out of three, and then you can enhance, like you can add any tools like dynamically too.
nice.
So it's in the end, I think it's gonna look like external data basically.
But so, like, what will it do? because external data use case is very specific, right? Like there's one for Trivi, there is one for
Yeah,
Reddify.
anything that you wanted to do, say like um I don't know, just making up stuff. Say if um say like this policy checks if Jay has, I don't know, starred this repo. If he has starred this repo, then accept it. If not, deny it. Like just random stuff. Obviously, my example does not make sense right now, but it could be anything basically. Yeah,
That's very powerful and confusing at the same time.
yeah, it is. Yeah, because right now our stuff is like very like the external data is like, hey, there's basically, I guess MCP and external data providers are kind of like similar concepts. So you can think of it like that. Like you create a provider, right? And then gatekeeper now it calls the providers. You don't bake each of the providers into gatekeeper.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like in that sense, it's very very like similar in like in terms of just the logic of the things. But obviously, instead of creating, so in this case, MCP, there's like thousands of MCP providers. It's very very common because of all the hype. Like instead of saying, "Hey, you need to create a provider, and here's the API," you basically kind of use like the natural language to be able to do these things.
That's that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
But,
it's a pretty cool capability.
but do you imagine this being used in production environments? Because I'm assuming this is
I don't know.
100% accuracy, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think definitely some ways to go, but um, yeah, I think that the reproducibility is definitely um, a a concern. But yeah, other than that, I think it could be. But yeah,
Cool. I did have one more thing to discuss. So when do we want to cut the RC? 25th?
yeah, let's set like the end of the month. Let me see the calendar.
Do you want to cut it on Friday, on Monday?
And we usually end up on Friday, but let's just say it's 25, and then let's just do it in this meeting, like after this meeting. So we
Okay.
basically talk about it, and then if everything is good, then we cut it.
Okay.
I think that's a good thing point, and yeah, and then like we can do it right after the meeting.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's about it. Nothing else. We can put the time back.
Cool. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.